beings or spiritual beings. We existed before gender and in order of existence itself. The facts are females genetically existed before the creation of men. There's plenty of evidence to back this claim. Archaeologists today have traced fossils that goes back 200 to 300,000 years, that traces back to one woman's gene, called mitochondria Eve gene. This gene is proven to be transferred from the mother to the child, never from the father to the child. Mitochondria is also proven to be the gene that produces nearly all the energy to keep the cell alive. This proves women were here first. The mitochondria DNA is only inherited from the mother. It's not a mixture of both parents' genes, like the nuclear DNA, it is preserved as a family record. That goes into the fact that if a woman fails to have a daughter, her genes disappear, because the mitochondria DNA does not pass on. The same way you were taught that a family name disappears if a son is not born. This was a deliberate attempt by men to suppress the dominating gene in women, by placing the philosophy that without a son, the family lineage dies. This is not true. If a daughter is not born in the family, then your genes disappear, because the mitochondria DNA can only be inherited by the female of the family. You must understand the mother as God, she grows each being male or female in her womb. She can perform this act without a man. This process is the Bartholin gland within the woman, which is located on the side of the vaginal orifice that secretes a lubricating mucus. It is proven that woman is capable of reproducing seminal fluids on her own. The woman throughout the years have lost her role of God and became the subservient to her offspring by way of love and compassion, which weakened her into submission. Women lost their rule when they grew to love their offspring through emotions. So why did women use man to reproduce? Simple answer is called steroids today. That would be the utilization of the reptilian strength, which is defined as the poison of the toad and man's own testosterone fluids. This would speed up his metabolism, increase muscle strength, and hair growth, making him a suitable work machine, hunter and slave. In time she became attracted to his masculinity, and because of the fondness that women as gods grew for man. She eventually wanted to give birth to the same genes as her offspring, and she used his genes to create a duplicate of him and her to make the bond closer. As generations went by, women depended on the male for reproduction, and she lost the knowledge of reproducing on her own, by giving the power to man, to protect, defend and hunt for her. Eventually he turned his weapons, strength and power on her, and he does to this day, and he rules not by intellect but by force.